Hey, shalom, shalom. Coming back with another quick exhortation. I pray and hope the Lord willing is edifying to you. Hopefully, like Akim wa Akwaf out there. First and foremost, as always, giving all praise, glory, and honor to the true, holy, and powerful names of the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son, the Most High Power of Israel, whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Real names in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well with the correct doctrines and exhortations of the heavenly scriptures. Peace and salutations to you hopeful elect Akim that's out there teaching His word in all true faith, sincerity, and fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And as well, you few sincere Akwaf, our sisters that come across these videos, shalom. All right, real quick, I just want to go in on, well, I don't really have a title for this lesson, but I was meditating in the spirit, as it pertains to having confidence in the time to come. All right, in Jacob's trouble, even now, all right, having confidence in the spirit, all right, to know that the Lord is with us, all right, and the only way to do so is to do the things that please the Lord, okay, like Scripture say, when man's goings please the Lord, He make up even His enemies to be at peace with Him, okay, and that's one of the precepts that I got, but hey, that's the case, all right, and you know in the spirit that that's the case, all right, when you fuck up, and you speaking from personal experience, when you fuck up. You have a fall, slip up, which inevitably happens being in the flesh. All right. Romans 8:20, the spirit is subject. The flesh is subject. No, so like the creature is subject unto vanity. That creature being us. All right. As long as we're in these bodies, we subject unto vanity. All right. But it says by reason of Him who have subjected the same in hope. You see, so the Lord that's the duality of it. That's the balance of it. All right. We subject to vanity, to fucking up, but also unto hope. And repentance and conversion, coming back. You see? And the Lord likes that comeback. All right. He likes a fighter. All right. If you fuck up and you quit, then the Lord don't like that. All right. But anyway, so I was meditating upon that, man, because shit about to hit the fan, man. About to get real rough and tough out here. All hell is about to break loose. You're finna see the worst come out of people. All right. All whole host of spirit is going to be unleashed upon the earth. All right, people going to be losing it. All right, and the only way we, the hopeful elect, can survive these things, all right, is if the spirit is dealing. All right, that's the only way, man, and that's the only way you're gonna have that confidence. So I just want to go right into the scriptures that I have here. All right, and, I also have an example as it pertains to King David. All right, because he had a major fuck up. All right, but he had to climb back. All right, which he did because the Lord had extreme mercy upon him. But anyway, we'll get there. This is 1 John 3 and 20. It says, "For if our heart condemn us," matter of fact, shall I start up? No, we get right to the point. 1 John 3 and 20. It says, "For if our heart condemn us," and now the heart in the Hebrew is lab, meaning your mind. All right, your spirit, the thing that you think with. All right. So if our heart or our mind condemn us, through us fucking up, all right, it says the Most High is greater than our heart and knoweth all things. All right, so the Lord know that it ain't our intent to fuck up. All right, it's just that we subject unto vanity. All right, and even Paul said, the things that I would do, I do not, and the things that I would not, that I do. Showing you that the constant conflict between the flesh and the spirit, man. All right, they're constantly at war with one another. I believe that's the book of Galatians, the 5th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but so it's a battle. It's a day-to-day battle that we got to fight, man. All right, to keep that old nigga, that old man at bay. All right, so we have confidence. Verse 21, it says, "Beloved, if our heart condemn us not, then have we confidence toward the Most High." You see? And that's what we want, man. All right? So if our heart condemn us not, if we ain't out here bullshitting and fucking up, all right, or and being of a contrite spirit, like the scripture say, better is it to be in a house of mourning than a house of mirth. That's where we at with this thing, man, in this truth. We in the house of mourning. All right? Being penitent for our iniquities, all right? And the reason why we in this fucking hellhole, in this position, in this society as of now, all right, we acknowledge that, and we praying to the Most High to deliver us out of this situation, all right? You see? Instead of being in a house of mirth like the rest of the world, where they finna get fucked over. All right, like it says in 1 Thessalonians the 5th chapter, why they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them. All right, so we looking to obtain mercy in that sudden destruction that's coming, man. All right, so that's that. Now you go to the book of 2 Samuel. What was it? 16:5. All right. It's the book of 2 Samuel 16 and beginning at verse 5. Now it says David is cursed. All right. Now I believe we explained in the beginning the reason why David, you know, he was going through some curses. All right, because he fucked up. All right, he did sins that was worthy of death. All right, took a dang, what was her name? I think her name was Bathsheba, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that? Hey, I forget the name of the woman that he took, but I know it was Uriah the Hittite. He took his wife, all right, and had him put to death. All right, so he committed adultery and had a man put to death, both of which is punishable by death according to the law. All right, so King David, man, you know, he repented. You know, he had a tough road back. That's the reason why, you know, in the book of Psalms, you know, it's a very contrite and somber read. All right, if you ever, you know, felt the need to get into contrite mode, read the book of Psalms. You know, it'll get you there. You know, but the Lord said that he wasn't going to die. The Lord wasn't going to kill him, but he was going to put hell upon him and his family. You know, or put hell on him through his family. All right, and his son Absalom was seeking to take the throne and have him put to death. All right, so you know, just in a nutshell, now this is the part where he was in exile hiding from his son. All right, and we'll just read there, verse 5. It says, "And when King David came to Barim, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul." All right, so he was of the house of Saul, I believe, a Benjamite. It says, whose name was Shimei, the son of Gerah. He came forth and cursed still as he came. All right, so he's walking up to King David and his men cussing him out. Verse 6, "And as he cast stones at David and at all the servants of King David, and all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left." So here it is, King David is with his mighty men. All right, and his mighty men have done, and when you read in the scriptures, did some amazing things, man. All right, spiritual power. So for this man to do what he was doing to them, he had to have a heavy spirit upon him, which we know the Most High controls the spirits. All right, so the Lord put it on his spirit to do this. All right, and it's going to go on to explain why. All right. Verse 7, it says, "And thus said Shimei, when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, for thou man of Bel-al. If I'm saying it right, Salakia. All right, so we're going to look at what that word means. All right, and he was calling him a bloody man for the sins that he did.
Strong's H 1100. Belial.
All right. It says worthlessness, worthless, good for nothing, unprofitable, base fellow, base meaning lowest. It says wicked, ruin, destruction. So he was coming up talking heavy shit, okay, and throwing rocks at that. You know, he could, King David could have been like, "Hey man, kill dude," you know. But what was his response? Verse 8, it says, "And the Lord hath returned upon thee." Now he's still talking shit. All right, it says, "And the Lord Yahweh hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned." And really, he wasn't returning the blood because of what he did to the house of Saul, because he didn't really do nothing to Saul. All right, Saul fucked up and ultimately wasn't of the elect, but you know, he was seeking to kill King David, you know, because he was jealous of him. His jealousy will cause Saul to be put to death. The only thing the Lord did with Saul was tell him that he wasn't gonna be on the throne no more. All right, but through his jealousy and wanting to maintain his throne, all right, that's what killed him ultimately. All right, but anyway, it says, verse 8 again, the Lord Yahweh have returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned, and the Lord Yahweh have delivered the kingdom unto the hand of Absalom thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. You see? So, verse 9, it says, and when Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, Salaki if I'm butchering these names, it says, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head. Okay? So one of the mighty men of David was like, man, let me go kill this dude, man. All right? He talking heavy shit. Excuse my Swedish. But verse 10, it says, and the king said, what have I to do with you, ye son of Zoriah? All right? It says, so let him curse. Because pretty much he was saying, what you got to do about it? Pretty much what he was saying to one of his mighty men. Like, don't worry about it. He says, so let him curse, because the Lord Yahweh hath said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? Okay? Because the Lord told him to do it. All right? Because, he still was catching hell because of what he did. The Lord ultimately, didn't put him to death, but had him catch a lot of hell, man. All right? So, and it's because, and I'm bringing this out because to show you that, hey, if your ways please the Lord, this ain't nothing, you will have to worry about. All right? And King David, he knew that he fucked up. All right? And we know at times that we fuck up, and we just got to take it. We got to bear the indignation of the Lord. Like it says in Micah, the 7th chapter. Anyway, verse 11, it says, and David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son which come forth of my bowels seeketh my life. How much more may this Benjamite do it? All right. So he's like, look, if my son seek my life because I fucked up, how much more this man, It says, let him alone and let him curse, for the Lord hath bidden him. It may be that the Lord will look upon mine affliction, and that the Lord will requite me good for his cursing this day. All right. So pretty much he was like, hey, let him curse, man, because it's of the Lord. David was a spiritual man. He could see it in the spirit. And that's the reason why he was getting cussed out. All right. The Lord was still on his ass, man. And ultimately he regained the throne. His son Absalom got put to death. But still, even when we fuck up, it's still a level of chastisement that we catch, and rightfully so. All right, but the Lord may not put us to death. Anyway, verse 13, it says, and as David and his men went by the way, Shami went, and I know I'm saying his his name messed up, but anyway, it says he went along on the hillside over against him and cursed as he went, and threw stones at him and cast dust. And the king and all the people that were with him came weary and refreshed themselves there. All right. So, just want to bring that out. All right. So, and to land back off of that, Micah, let's get that real quick. Micah 7 and 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. And that's currently what we're doing as a people. We bearing the indignation of the Lord, and he about to plead our cause, man. All right. In destroying this society. All right. And ultimately, Lord willing, if we beamed up in the chariots at the last trump before the nukes hit, we're going to look down upon this place rejoicing at the destruction, or before, if we die before that, we're going to look down this place, at the destruction. Regardless, man, it's a win-win situation. All right. You see, so right now we just bearing the indignation. All right. Proverbs 16 and 7. Let's go there. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord, He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. All right. So when you do the things that please the Lord, our enemy, our top enemy, Esau, Edom, subclane white man, he'll even be at peace with you. All right. I experience that all the time. I'll be around so-called white people all the time. All right. At my place of work. You see, it ain't be at peace, you know, but at times when I, fuck up, the Lord will put it on people's spirit to, be against you. It's like it's a form of chastisement, man, you know? And even if you're doing righteousness, everybody not going to like you. All right. So like, because we in a demonic world. So people still going to be assholes at times, but you know the difference, man. All right. When you're in the spirit versus when you're out of the spirit. All right. So that's that. Let me go to Proverbs 14 and 26. Proverbs 14 and 26. It says, in the fear of the Lord is a strong confidence, and his children shall have place of refuge. All right. Hey, so the fear of the Lord, man. All right. When you fear him and you do the things that's pleasing in his sight, you abstain from yourself, from your flesh. All right. Out of fear of the Most High and what he can do. All right. And if King David would have did that as it pertained unto, was it Bathsheba? He wouldn't have had to go through all of that, man. All right. Here it is. He the king. He had as many wives as he could handle, concubines. All right. He had it all. Heathens in subjection. You see, but that woman that lust after the woman is a strong spirit, man. That he couldn't overcome. He was thinking with his other head, But anyway, so we want to have place of refuge in that time of destruction, man. Verse 27, it says, the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. All right, because there's gonna be a lot of death taking place in this society, man, in time to come, man. All right. So hey, but it's gonna be a fountain of life until the hope for the elect, Lord, when we be at that number. All right, last precept, Ecclesiasticus 14 and 2. All right, Ecclesiasticus 14 and 2. Blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord. All right. So the precept we brought out originally in 1 John, if our heart condemn us not, if our conscience condemn us not, all right, then we'll be blessed, and we'll have hope or confidence in the Lord in the time to come, man. You see, the just shall live by faith, and definitely in time of Jacob's trouble, and that's the only way we're gonna truly live, all right, and survive. It's off of faith, man. We may have food right now, but you may be in a situation where you have to abandon the food in the house that you at, all right, and you don't have access to certain things. What you gonna do then? Faith, all right, and that's what it ultimately is about, man. Is our faith gonna be tested, and Lord willing, we overcome and pass with flying colors. All right, so I just wanted to bring that out. Salaki, for being long-winded, but hopefully it was an edifying lesson, man. And encouraging for the times ahead. So with that being said, Lord willing, you edify. Till next time I say shalom.